All right, gang. Back online. What I have for you guys today on Content 50 is Dr. Boyce Watkins with a video titled Black Men Beware. Shocking news in case of Albert Wilson. I don't know who Albert is, but I've seen similar cases like his, heard similar cases like his. Basically, black dude tries to holler at a white chick at a bar, takes her back to his place, they get jiggy, then he gets accused of rape. We've all heard about it a million times. Blah, blah, blah. Well, I'm going to put an interesting spin on things because that's what I do. Also, this whole black men beware thing, yeah. I'm going to go ahead and take care of that too. Because you have more to fear from bored females than from white females. But we'll get into that as we go. And away we go. Before we get started, y'all know where the buttons are at. Y'all already halfway there. There's 56 likes already. It's because the stream was supposed to happen yesterday. People been hitting the like button since then. I appreciate it. Y'all know the other business. I'm not even finna get into all that. And for all my haters that will more than likely come and watch, part of the league, part of the crew. We'll see you as soon as you get here. Now, with that being said, let's get into this.
Hey, what's going on, black people? I hope you guys are having a good day. My name is Dr. Boyce Watkins, and we're going to talk about the case of Albert Wilson. I just heard from Albert Wilson's best friend, AJ, who gave me an update. And there's some good news and some bad news. The good news is that Albert Wilson, who was accused of sexual assault against a young white woman about...
Notice he put emphasis on saying a young white woman. Dr. Boyce Watkins is one of these pro-blacks. He's also one of these black dudes who believes in raising other people's kids because he married a single mom with a bunch of kids. Instead of getting with a woman and making kids of his own, he just picked up a ready-made family, married the chick, and been taking care of her kids. So he's one of those guys. I don't care about anything he says because I've listened to him, and he's just one of those Martin Luther King wannabes. He wants to be a leader in the black community, but he isn't. And that's because he says really dumb stuff that most people don't believe in. Now, he does have a large following. I'm not going to discredit him for that. But I don't listen to simps. I don't listen to dudes who push this pro-black stuff when black people have hurt each other more than anyone else has hurt us. White people have not done anywhere near the damage to black people that black people do to each other. So I don't want to hear it. Until we're willing to clean up what we do to each other, I don't want to hear about what other people are doing to us. It just doesn't make any sense to sit around complaining about other groups of people. Yeah, white folks do low down shit, but look at what we do to each other. To me, I worry more about that.
Maybe like a year or two ago, he's going to get a new trial. I think that's great news. I think it's great because Albert Wilson deserves a new trial. But there's bad news. The bad news is that this man has still experienced the trauma of prisons. Prisons have become America's concentration camps, and nobody believes a black man.
Comparing prison to a concentration camp. Now, for those of you who don't know your history, Hitler put Jewish people in concentration camps where they were being tortured, the women were being raped, women, men, and children were being murdered in gas chambers, and all other sorts of stuff. So he's comparing going to prison to a concentration camp. Already you guys can see what level he's on. I've been to prison, and the only people who visited the gas chamber in prison were the guys on death row. Okay? In a concentration camp, any and everybody could visit the gas chamber because that's what they were doing to those people. So already he's done took it to a level that's unnecessary. But we ain't even got really started yet. This is only 42 seconds into this, and he's already made a uber high level reference to something that don't matter in the context of this conversation.
When he says, I did not touch that white woman. And so I'm going to break this down from a black male perspective, because this is bigger than just Albert Wilson. This affects your son. This is the real danger for black men in America.
No, it's not. The real danger for black men in America is being born in a household with no father, being raised by single black women, growing up in the projects on poverty, hanging out with the wrong people, joining gangs, illiteracy, poverty. There's a lot of things that are detrimental to black men in America. Picking up a Becky at a bar is really, really far down on the list of things that can hurt black men. Picking up a Becky at a bar is a choice. A lot of black men are born into situations where they have no choice. They're born to poor mothers who live in the projects. There's nothing they can do to control that situation. They're born to single black women with no dad anywhere to be found. There's nothing they can do about that. Okay? So it's a way different ball game.
And I'm going to break it all down on drboystv.com. So get comfortable. Please hit the thumbs up button. We're going to have a real conversation right now. Albert Wilson is a young black college student with no criminal record who was accused of touching a white woman, and they gave this brother 12 years in prison.
Hey, my first time in prison, I didn't have a criminal record when I went in front of the judge. Why is it that we believe that a person should have a criminal record before they're allowed to be charged with a crime? There are a lot of dudes who've never ever had a run-in with the police who did something really bad and ended up in prison. They act like the only people that should go to prison are people who've already been to prison. Okay, if that's the case, there's no point in having a prison system. If the only people who can go to prison are guys who've already been there, then what's the point? I mean, it doesn't make sense. But I noticed that he emphasizes certain points. And one of his points is that this brother didn't have a criminal record. So what? There have been mass murderers who never got caught, never were arrested, never even got a parking ticket. But when they went to jail, they were there for the rest of their life, even though they didn't have a criminal record. A criminal record don't mean shit except that you got caught. That's all a criminal record is. It's just their way of saying, hey, look, you got busted.
Tell me if you have heard about the case of Albert Wilson. Give me a yes or no in the chat.
No, I haven't. I did went and look at some Cliff Notes, but I could care less.
And I'm going to tell you.
Y'all know what I'm going to say about this. I mean, some of y'all do. You already know what the advice that I'm going to give.
Why I'm talking about Albert Wilson today. The reason I'm talking about Albert Wilson, and believe me, I'm going to have to hold back because I am feeling a whole lot of emotion right now.
Well, he's falling into another stereotype that black men are too emotional. And I have to agree. Hell, even I get pissed off about stuff and super emotional about stuff. Black men as a whole, we need to be more reasonable and more logical and less emotional. Why do you guys think I've been trying so hard and focusing so hard on not exploding like I used to? You guys remember the old me. By now, I already would have laced this stream with 8,000 cuss words. But I've been practicing on controlling my emotion because black men are emotional. We get mad over anything and everything. And we get that from our single black mothers. Because we were raised in a household where there was no dad to teach you how to control yourself, you were raised by loud, ratchet black women who teach you how to unload your feelings on everybody. I'm teaching my sons to keep that shit to themselves. That's what dads do. We temper that stuff. You know? I mean, without a dad, you're liable to be an emotional wreck.
I'm really triggered right now.
This old ass man using trigger. This dude is easily 50-something years old on the internet using words like triggered. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is why I hate the internet. Because it makes people talk in a way that they wouldn't normally talk. Look, I hear that word every day, and I don't use it because that's not how normal people talk. Normal people just say, I'm pissed off. I'm mad. I'm upset. But people don't say triggered. It's not a real life word. It's an internet word. A very stupid one at that.
Triggered because of what these predators are doing to our young black men.
Oh, and by the way, these predators he's talking about are white people. Never mind the fact that black men are responsible for 53% of the predatory violent crimes in America. Yes, boys and girls. The black population is 13%. But guess what? About 5 or 6% of that are adult black men. And guess what that 5 or 6% are doing? Committing the most crimes in America. So we have the smallest percentage of people committing the largest percentage of crimes. What does that say about our community?
These predators in this criminal justice system, these predator Beckys that will go and tell a story and think people are going to believe their story because she said it. Well, I'm tired of what these predators are doing to our people. It's making me sick. Well, the good.
All right, I just want to go ahead and diffuse this now before I let this go on. Now, he's saying that these Beckys are predators, okay? Well, I went and did the research. I went and looked it up. And the FBI keeps racial stats based on, different crimes. Like the racial breakdown of aggravated assault, the racial breakdown of robbery, of this, that, and the other. I went and looked at their statistics for rape. Now, according to Dr. Boyce here, these white Beckys are just locking black men up left and right for fake rape charges. Well, according to the FBI and their data and statistics, when the black person is an offender and the white person is a victim, so a black man, white woman, that happens 22.6% of the time in America. When the offender is a white man and the victim is a white woman, it happens 44.2% of the time. And when the offender is a black man and the victim is a black woman, it happens 32.7% of the time. So the percentage of black men being accused of rape by black women is greater than the percentage of black men being accused of rape by white women. Why is he not doing a stream about that? Why is he not doing a video about that? Why is he not doing a video about the fact... Wait a minute, what the hell? Hold up a second, y'all. Joey, who are you deleting, dude? Hang on a minute. Joey. Oh, I mean, he lit somebody up. Hold up a minute, guys. Joey, you gonna I don't know, chill out? Oh, he said I fell asleep on my phone. Man, you better go to bed. This dude done fell asleep and banned some people. Now that's funny. Anyway, back to what I was saying. The percentage of black men being accused of rape by black women is higher than the percentage of black men being accused of rape by white women. Also, the majority of the time when a white woman accuses someone of rape or has been raped, the assailant is typically a white man. Most of the time, it's a man that they know. Most white women are raped by a boyfriend, an ex-boyfriend, somebody that they go to school with, somebody that they work with, and it's usually a white person, another white person. So this idea that Beckys are just running around locking black dudes up, guys, it's the height of stupidity, okay? And I always encourage you guys to go look up the crime stats. Any one of us can go look up crime statistics. You don't have to take my word for it. Go look it up yourself. But this idea that he's trying to push that white Beckys are just locking up black dudes for fake crimes is not as prevalent as he's trying to make it sound. Look, I agree. This guy he's talking about was accused by a white woman. But that's one white woman. He's trying to make it sound like millions of white women are out there doing it. I've been dating white women for 20 some odd years. And even ones that I've broken up with or had bad relationships with have never accused me of rape. So I don't know where this guy found this particular Becky, because I've never had that problem. Hey, I don't know. Maybe he just went to the wrong bar.
Good news is that I talked to Albert's friend AJ. Albert's best friend AJ. I've been in touch with AJ since Albert's case happened. AJ hit me up today and told me that Albert is going to get a new trial. Thank God that there's a little bit of justice in this world. So that's the good news. The bad news is that it ain't over. And the bad news is that this has happened and continues to happen to thousands and thousands and thousands of black men all throughout our society.
It also happens to black men where the accuser is a black woman. Look, I'm not going to sit up here and doubt what he's saying about white women doing this. Because, yes, listen, I'm going to tell you what typically happens with white women, with Becky's. They don't want their friends or their racist dad to find out that they've been sleeping with a black man. So what do? I was drunk. He forced himself on me. I didn't know it was happening. Blah, blah, blah. I've dealt with white women that have racist parents or racist friends, and they don't want anybody to know that they getting some BBC. I know exactly what's going on with that. I'm pretty sure some of you black dudes who watch me, you done banged a white chick with racist friends. You done banged a white chick who didn't want her friends to know she was fucking a black dude. So let's stop pretending. Like, we know that this happens. But I want to know, why is he overlooking the fact that more black men are in jail because of black women than anything else? Why is he not making videos and streams about that? Because I've been put in jail more times by black females than white ones. And I'm sure a lot of y'all have too. For those of you who've been locked up, y'all know what I'm talking about.
If you want to know why I was so pissed off during the last election, it's because of stuff like this. It's crazy. So I'm going to tell you what's going on with Albert, and I'm going to break this down for you, and I'm not going to take a long time on this.
Wait a minute. We still haven't gotten to it yet? Oh, this was just his opening.
Because this makes me emotional, because I've been a black man my whole life now.
Oh, yeah. You've been a black man your whole life. Like all us other black dudes haven't been black our whole lives. You know, that's a really stupid thing to say. Like, what, did I suddenly become a white person all of a sudden? If you're born black, you're black. Even if you don't act like it.
We have a black man, young black man in our household that we're raising. I have a son that's a black man.
You have a stepson that's a black man. Them ain't your kids. You married a single mother, dude. Quit trying to play it off. Them ain't your kids.
Have black men. You have black men in your family. Some of y'all are black men. And this is important. Somebody got to keep it real with y'all. You know.
Yes, someone is keeping it real. And they're looking at him right now. Me. I'm the one keeping it real.
Somebody's got to tell you the truth about what's really going on. Because unfortunately, some of these mistakes are mistakes that...
You notice he hasn't told anyone to go and look up these stats that he's keep spitting out there? You know, he hasn't said, hey guys, go look up the thousands and thousands of cases of black men being accused by white women. You notice he didn't tell y'all that. Every time I quote something, I tell y'all to go look it up. Because I do not want you to just take my word for it. I want you to go see for yourself. Okay? Experience is the best teacher. I want you to go find out on your own. These guys like this never tell their audience to do the same thing. They don't want you to go find out on your own. They want you to listen to them and them only. I'm going to tell you what I think the truth is, and all you need to do is listen to me. Don't go read about it. Don't go check it out. Just come here to my channel. That's what they do. And to me, that's the wrong way to do business. If I want you guys to trust me, then I have to trust that y'all are smart enough to go look up shit for yourself. Part of the reason why people say I'm one of the most honest people that they listen to, because every time I tell somebody go look it up for themselves, they come back and say, you were right, NBA. I went and saw it and you wasn't lying. Why do you think I tell y'all to go look shit up?
Happen, and you don't learn until it's too late. So do me a favor, as we move forward, please take 1 second, hit the thumbs up button. Please share this video. Share.
Wait a minute. I thought you cared about old Albert's life here. If you care so much about Albert, why are you stopping to tell people to hit the like button? If his story is so important, why are you stopping to promote your channel? Shouldn't it be about Albert and the fact that he's sitting in prison and that you want to get him out? You can take time to grift, even though this man is sitting in prison for something that you claim he didn't do. The grifting is strong. Much grifting here. To your story, you must say. Albert's life. Care you do not. In jail he is. Get him out we must.
Subscribe, hit the thumbs up button, all that stuff, because
subscribe, hit the thumbs up, go to my Patreon. Fuck Albert, he's in jail, who gives a fuck?
we need everybody to know this case. And please put the hashtag Albert Wilson. Say his name. Please say his name in the chat.
Please say his name in the chat. What is that gonna do? Saying his name in your chat or comment section ain't gonna do shit for this man.
Albert Wilson, hashtag Albert Wilson. Put it in the chat and then also put it on social media because y'all need to be talking about this guy's case. Let me just tell you why. So Albert Wilson, as I mentioned, he's 25 years old. He is a college student. He had no criminal record.
Oh yeah, that makes him immune to being arrested. 25, college student, no criminal record. Yeah, that makes him immune to being arrested.
I talked to his best friend AJ. His best friend AJ said, Albert, not only is he a person that you would never hear about ever being accused of anything like this. We made fun of him because Albert was scared to talk to girls. Albert wasn't a guy that was going to go run up on women and do all these things. So let me tell you the story.
So wait a second. He didn't commit rape because he's scared to talk to girls. You do know that a lot of the guys who have been convicted of rape are guys who were sexually deprived, guys who couldn't get any trim, so they resorted to rape because that was the only way they could get some. I'm just saying, like, there a lot of rapists are guys who didn't have girlfriends, they didn't get pussy on a regular basis. What do you think drove them to rape in the first place?
Basically give you some key facts here in terms of the case. And I mentioned to you that I breathed a sigh of relief today when I found out Albert got a new trial, a 12-year sentence with no parole. What the hell is that? And let me tell you what happened. So apparently he met
a 12-year sentence with no parole. Well, maybe that's what the state laws call for. It depends on each state. Like, every state has its own set of laws based around what amount of time you get for what charge. Like, if I get an aggravated assault charge where I live, that carries 3 to 6 years. But in a different state, let's say a state like California, aggravated assault might carry 3 to 15 years. Each state has different levels of charging. So his sentence might correspond with the state that he lives in. That may just be a state issue. He's talking about it like they just purposely gave this guy more time than he was supposed to get. No state can give you more time than the statute. If a maximum sentence for a charge is 10 years, the judge can't give you 20. He can only give you the maximum. That's the law. If your charge has a maximum amount of time that you have to serve, and the judge gives you more than that maximum, you can appeal it and it will be thrown out of court. You will get a brand new trial automatically. Okay? Automatically. No judge in America has the power to give you more time than what the statute allows. That is a federal law. It can't. So let's say, for instance, whatever he was charged with carried 12 years. The judge has a right to give him 12 years. If he would have gave him 15, then that would have been a different story. You know what, Path? I was thinking the same thing. He won't even acknowledge the fact that this dude could be guilty. Look, I believe in human nature. And I believe that there's a great chance that this dude is guilty. Just because he got a new trial don't mean he's innocent. Okay? During my criminal escapades when I was growing up, I had several times where I was granted a new trial. But it wasn't because I was innocent. It was for procedural stuff. It was because my lawyer screwed up. It was because a witness lied about something. There's a bunch of reasons to get a new trial. Just because he got a new trial don't mean that they think he's innocent. It means that someone screwed up during the trial and they're having to do a retrial in order to fix it.
Becky, I don't know her name. They call him Jane Doe. I'm going to call her Becky. He met Becky at a...
Yeah, exactly. He don't know the woman's name, so he's going to call her Becky. Because he's trying to take shots at white women. That's why he's saying Becky over and over. But like I just told you guys, you can go look up the FBI crime stats right now. And you can see that black men get accused of crimes more often by black women than anyone else. I don't care. Domestic violence, rape, robbery, breaking and entering, car theft, whatever. If there's a black woman on the end of the phone, she is accusing a black dude of it, period. You can go look it up right now for yourself if you don't believe me.
Bar. He went to a bar like a lot of college students do. Now, Becky somehow got into this bar, and she was only 17. Now, I doubt that college students, I taught on college campuses for 27 years. I've never met a college student who goes to the bar and checks IDs of every girl that walks in the bar.
I did that shit for a long time. If a chick looked too damn young, I want to see some ID. And because I was a criminal, I knew what fake IDs looked like because I had some. So when they whipped out a fake one, get the hell away from me. I know several guys who ID'd chicks because ain't nobody trying to go to jail for statutory rape. No. So this guy going to a bar, you didn't ask this girl for any information about herself? None? Are you kidding me? A total stranger? I don't care how horny you was. This girl is a stranger. You don't know shit about her. This is something I want all you guys to understand. All you men listening to me. Stop going to pickup bars, taking strange women to your house. Because you're going to end up with some bad shit. You're going to end up with a disease. You're going to end up in jail, being charged with something you didn't do. You're going to end up with a baby. You're going to end up with a lot of shit. Taking women home from these bars that you don't know. I tell y'all all the time, take your dick and go home. And the reason why this 17-year-old was allowed in the bar is because if a chick looks good enough, the guys that are working the door will let them in. How do you think Akon got in trouble? Because they let an underage girl into the damn the little club concert he was doing, and she managed to get up on stage, and Akon was humping all on her, and then found out that she was underage. And plus, the other problem is, these girls that are 15, 16, and 17, they look like they 20 and 30 years old now. Because, I mean, that's just the development now. So, you gotta ID them. These women can make themselves look like anything now. Put it like this. If you got men who can make themselves look like women, then that means that there are women who can make themselves look older than they are in order to get into a club. And you have to be on guard for that. You have to. That's why I tell you guys, stop picking up strange women. If you don't know them, leave them alone.
I've never seen that before. And so Albert didn't know Becky was 17. Albert was just doing what college students do. He was in the bar.
Well, there's a known fact in any courtroom across America. Ignorance is not a defense. If you fuck a 17-year-old girl and then you go to court and say, I didn't know she was 17, they let her in the club or she snuck in the club, you're still guilty of statutory rape. Ignorance is not a defense. You can look that up anywhere. Any courtroom in America. Ignorance is not a defense. The judge don't care that you didn't know. You're still guilty of having sex with a minor. It does not matter. Every time I hear a guy say, I didn't know she was 17. Courtrooms don't care. Okay? Courtrooms don't care.
So Becky and Albert decided they liked each other, and Becky liked to drink. And you know what it is. White girls get drunk, they get a little crazy. They do whatever.
White girls get drunk and they get crazy. Wow, I've never heard a statement so racist before. Except for whenever I say stuff. So let's see. White girls get drunk and they get crazy. Oh yeah, we've never seen drunk black girls before. We've never seen black girls smoking blunts and getting drunk at the same time and then doing crazy stuff. It's just all these drunk Beckys out here. All these drunk Beckys. Look, man. Old Dr. Watkins here is too damn old to be this stupid. Okay, this man is an actual doctor. I don't know what he's a doctor of, but he's an actual doctor. I've never heard of a doctor being this fucking stupid. This is proof that YouTube makes people stupid. Because this man has an actual doctorate and he's on the internet saying some of the stupidest shit I think I've ever heard. So white women or white Beckys get drunk and do all kinds of shit. But black ratchets never get drunk. They just go to church and praise the Lord. Lord Jesus. Yeah, black women are so virtuous and pure. They don't do anything wrong. Whatever. Why don't he tell that to that one who shot the cop in the video I did the other day? I wonder if that behemoth, I wonder if she gets drunk and smoke weed. Well, she don't now because she's dead. But I wonder if she did. Past tense.
They're gonna do. People get drunk, they get crazy.
Right. Oh, and by the way, my dad was an alcoholic. Okay? When my dad got drunk, he would walk up and punch a total stranger in the face. Alcohol makes any and everybody act crazy. There's so many videos online of people drunk doing retarded stuff. But he wants you to believe that only white Beckys get drunk and do stuff. Nobody else, just white Beckys. Old Albert sitting at the bar drinking, he cool. And this drunk ass Becky comes up, who's 17, and offers him some trim. And old Albert, he done downed him a few. Oh, I'm perfect. I'm not drunk. I'm not even buzzed. Because I'm a 25-year-old college student who doesn't have a criminal record. So of course this liquor ain't hurting me. I'm invincible to liquor. But you are 17-year-old Becky, and once you get some alcohol in you, you want something else in you, apparently.
Right, so she gets a little drunk. She decides she likes Albert. She wants that big...
Oh yeah, you notice she gets a little drunk. But he ain't talking about the fact that Albert was drinking too. He's just talking about how this 17-year-old Becky was drinking. But Albert was at the bar before the Becky got there. She walked up to him. So he was already getting loaded. But we'll skip that because, you know, Albert is the important party here. This Becky is the big troublemaker.
Black whatever. I guess she thinks that she's going to get with him. She's all over him. Witnesses said she was all over him. So apparently
It doesn't matter if she was 17. It don't matter who was all over who. This is the thing that I want black dudes to understand. If the girl is underage, I don't give a damn if she unzip your pants and grabbed your dick in front of everybody. If she's 17 and you react to what she's doing, you're going to jail. If you push her on the ground and tell her to get the fuck away from you, then you're good. But if you give in to what she's doing, you're going to jail. I don't know any other better way to say that except you're going to fucking jail.
They got friendly. He did touch her, I guess, under her skirt or something while they were at the bar.
Okay, you put your hand under the skirt of a 17-year-old. You are going to jail. Period. It don't matter about the alcohol. It don't matter that she was all over you. You put your hands on an underage vagina. See you in 12 years, Albert.
Then she agrees to go with him to his apartment, which is about 5 minutes away from the bar.
You took an underage drunk Becky to your apartment. And you think that you lucky you didn't get 35 fucking years.
So this girl who he's getting friendly with, and I guess he touched her a little bit or whatever. Grown people do whatever they do. I'm not judging. Right? Y'all know how sex works. Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion was showing y'all that on stage at the Grammys last night or 2 days ago, whenever the hell it was. I didn't watch that nonsense. So they go back to Albert's place.
Hey, you know what? I should play that clip of your boy Uncle Ruckus. That nigga is guilty. Guilty, guilty. Come on, let's hang him. I got the rope right here.
And I guess they
Boy, you know what? I'm going to win the Coon Awards if I keep this up. An award for biggest coon on YouTube goes to, oh my God, a landslide victory. NBA, I'm going to walk up on stage, waving. You know how they do with them award shows? I'm going to grab a microphone. Hold up a minute. Hold up. Where's my other mic? Hold up. Where's my other microphone at? I know I got one. Ah, here we go. I'm going to go up to accept my award. I'm like, you know, I spent my whole life being a coon, and I just like to thank my manager. I like to thank my mom, and even though I never met her, my grandma. And of course, because I'm a black man, I can't give any credit to my dad whatsoever. This is a great honor because I really hate niggas, and I'm doing my best to get rid of them. Most of all, I want to thank science because I'm not going to thank God because he's not real. Thank you so much. I'm going to put this award on my shelf and cherish it forever. And by the way, I hate all you niggas. Thank you and good night. That's going to be my award speech for winning Coon of the fucking year.
Have extra plans. They are in Albert's apartment for about 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Okay, how do you know they were in there for 5 minutes?
And in those 5 minutes, there is no evidence that they had any sort of sexual intercourse at all. None. There's only evidence that Albert kissed her chest.
Oh, there's no evidence of sexual intercourse, but he kissed her chest. Oh, and he stuck his hand up her skirt. I'm just going to use my state. I'm just going to use Tennessee. If you put your hand, if you're a grown man, and you put your hands on a 17-year-old girl's vagina, and then you kiss her titties, you'll be lucky if you don't get about 45 fucking years. That's considered statutory rape in my state. I don't know about other states, but I will just talk about where I live. That's statutory rape in Tennessee. So I don't know what state he lives in, but I know based on the definition of the laws here, his ass is going to fucking prison.
Look it up. Look it up. So
I can't believe this man, Dr. Boyce Watkins, is a actual doctor, and he's trying to defend this, knowing damn well that the stuff that this dude did constitutes statutory rape. Okay? I'm sorry. You may not like it, but it's the definition of statutory rape.
Kissed her chest. They found saliva DNA on.
So wait a minute. They found his DNA on her boobies? They found saliva DNA on her tits. Is this thing on? An actual doctor is defending a 25-year-old dude who has his saliva found on a 17-year-old girl's chest. I don't give a damn how you feel. I don't care if you try to make this a black or white issue. His saliva was found on a 17-year-old girl's titties. How it got there, I don't know. Maybe he was, I don't know, licking or sucking on her boobies. It's a good chance of it, considering they found his fucking saliva there. And he admitted to sticking his hand up her skirt, which means he was groping things that belong to a 17-year-old. This nigga is guilty. Guilty, guilty. This is not a black or white issue. This is not white Becky's against black dudes. This is a horny ass college student that jumped in the deep end of the pool and he couldn't swim. Holy shit. I get so sick of these YouTube niggas making everything a race issue. It sounds like to me that this motherfucking dude jumped into some shit. He wasn't thinking with this head. He was thinking with that head. And he got himself caught up. That's what happens when you think with your dick instead of your brain. Some random girl comes walking into the bar. You don't know her. And you take her home? Are you fucking dumb? You're a college student? Told y'all college don't mean shit. You took a random stranger to your apartment for sex after letting her drink. So all she got to do is say, hey, I was drunk and he took advantage of me. That's all she got to say. And there's evidence of it because there's evidence that she was drinking. They found his saliva on her boobs. And he admitted to sticking his hand up her skirt. I'm sorry, but you could be a cross-eyed, crossbred, retarded district attorney. And you could still convict this dude. Your mom and sister can be the same person. And you can still convict this fucking dude. You'd have to be the dumbest bastard on earth to not be able to convict him.
On her chest. And then his friend was looking for him. His friend texted him and said, hey, man, where you at? So Albert said, I got to go back because my boy wants me to come back. Now, Albert says, again, if you want to get into
oh, yeah, you want me to believe that Albert decided to go hang out with his boys instead of getting some pussy. Yeah. Oh, my friend texted me. I got to put all my clothes on and leave. How many of y'all niggas done been with a naked girl and got up and left because your friend texted you? I just want to know before we continue. If my woman step in here right now and say it's time to hook, it's time to fuck, screw you guys, stream's over. I'm in there. I'm just telling you. So I would just like to know how many dudes have stopped whatever sexual activity that was going on because they homeboy text them. Hey man, come back to the bar. We miss you. Come on. I'm a guy, so I find that really hard to believe that he just stopped. He just all of a sudden stopped. You got this naked white girl at your place, and you just up and stop because your boy texted you. I don't believe that for a split second. Because a black man's kryptonite is a white woman. Okay? And y'all know I ain't lying. So you got one in your apartment. She drunk and ready to go, and your boy texts you and you leave? I don't believe that for a half second. I don't even close to believe that, because I know better.
He said, she said, then why is the he said ignored and the she said is amplified? If you're talking about he said, she said, Why isn't what he said weighed as equally as what she said?
They are weighing what he said. They are. When he said, I stuck my hand up her skirt, they're weighing that. They're saying, okay, you was touching the vagina of an underage girl. When he said, and I quote, I was kissing her boobies, guess what? They weighing that. And they're saying, hey, that's illegal. Look at this. Dude said, what's your point? You're just a racist. Yes, I am a racist. And I don't know what color you are, but I'm just going to take a stab at the fact that you're probably a black dude. So fuck you, you dumbass nigga. And if you happen to be white, fuck you, you stupid ass cracker. And if you happen to be Hispanic, fuck you, wetback. Anything else? Can I continue now? Oh, okay. What, you think I'm like everybody else, motherfucker? You think I'm scared that I'm gonna get on here and do an apology? Fuck you, bitch. Get the fuck off my channel and don't come back.
What? Because she's the victim? Is that what it is? Oh, you're victim blaming. Well, how do you know who the victim is? How do you know you don't know who the victim is?
I don't care who the victim is. I know what evidence is. And based on the evidence, he committed statutory rape. Your saliva is found on an underage girl's boobs. You fessed up to sticking your hand under her dress, touching her goods. That's statutory rape. It does not matter who the victim is. That is statutory rape. You may not like it, but it is. See, a lot of people are very ignorant to the law. And a lot of people believe that unless you actually unzip your Johnson and stick it in a girl, then you didn't commit rape. A lot of people truly believe that rape consists of actually sticking your dick in a pussy. That's not rape. That's not rape. There are different variations and forms of what you can be charged with when it comes to rape or sexual assault. And this guy wasn't even charged with rape. He was charged with sexual assault. Okay? And statutory rape because the girl was underage. But the fact is, if let's say you're at a bar right now, okay? Let's just say you're at a bar, you drinking, minding your own business, and you just stick your hand up some girl's skirt. You going to jail for sexual assault. Period. It don't matter what age she is. It don't matter if you know her, if you don't know her. It don't matter. You stick your hand up some girl's skirt and they report it to the law, you're going to fucking jail for sexual assault. Period. He wouldn't be in this situation if he would have never hooked up with a stranger in the first place. He hooked up with a strange chick. You don't know this girl. I tell you guys all the time, stay away from these random broads that you don't know. They could be out to get you in trouble. He wouldn't have got caught up in this if he was dealing with women that he knew instead of some random strange chick. You want to know how he got caught up in this? Because white women are kryptonite. He saw a tipsy white girl who liked him. He didn't care what her age was. He didn't care, because if he cared, he never would have got wrapped up in this. He a black dude, he had a chance to bang a Becky, and he didn't want to pass it up. That's what happened here. That's what really happened here. And I'm saying this as a black dude that likes white women. I know what happened here. He had a chance to fuck a Becky, and he didn't want to pass up on it. Why do you think he took her back to his place? You don't even know this girl, and you already done show her where you live. You done showed a strange woman your crib, inside and out. Tell me, which head do y'all think he was thinking with? You done took a complete total stranger from the club to your crib. You wasn't using that college boy brain. You was using the one down there.
You haven't proven who the victim is. The victim might be the predator, and the predator might be the victim. So stop that. So she says that there was an assault. He said I ain't touched this girl. And also, he said that she was mad because he wouldn't sleep with
Okay, he's a liar. If he said I didn't touch this girl, he's a liar because they found his saliva on her titties. I'll wait. I'll wait on you guys. You didn't touch her, but your saliva is on her boobs. How is that possible? Did she grab your tongue and pull it out of your mouth and rub it on herself? Never mind the fact that he admitted to sticking his hand up her skirt. But you didn't touch her. You didn't touch her. Even though you did. See? This is an actual doctor defending this. An actual doctor. And you want to know why he's doing this? Because he's hoping that by making it a racial issue, you will overlook the evidence. The reason why he wants this story out there, and the reason why he's putting a racial spin on it, because he wants you to overlook the fact that this guy committed statutory rape. Even if I don't like white people, let's say I hate all white people, based on the evidence that we have, what he did is considered statutory rape, whether we like white people or not. You could hate all white people, and this is still statutory rape. But he's trying to play to these black folks who don't like white people. That still ain't going to save him. What he did was against the law. Sorry, you may not like it, but it's the truth. Take your dick and go home. I keep telling y'all, mind your own damn business. Keep your hands off people.
her. He said she was upset because I wouldn't give her.
You know what? That's a good question. And I don't think if this dude was white, I don't think that Dr. Boyce here would be defending him. All right? I don't think he would be defending him. This kind of shit happens to white dudes all the time. They get accused by white women all the time. You don't see anybody making videos defending them. Listen, asshole, you get banned every stream. I know who you are. My mods know who you are. So your comment didn't stand a chance. I don't even care what you said. Don't know what you said. You're a loser and a nobody. Get lost.
The black penis. So they go back to the bar. Somehow this turns into a rape case. Now, again, I had lawyer friends that informed me that you don't actually have to have penetration to have sex. Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much most states. You don't have to actually put your dick in a girl to be convicted of statutory rape or regular rape. You don't. But a lot of black folks are ignorant to this because they don't know the law. I find it hilarious that black people break the law more than anybody, but they don't even know the damn laws that they're breaking. It's pretty sad if you think about it.
Okay, fine, I get that, right? But according to Kansas law, that when he put his fingers under her skirt, that constituted rape. Apparently, that's so traumatic that she'll.
That is rape in most states. Tennessee, Georgia, Mississippi, Alabama, Florida, both the Carolinas. Pretty much most states. Kentucky, Tennessee, Virginia, West Virginia, Pennsylvania. All of these states pretty much have the same laws when it comes to protecting underage individuals, underage citizens. You can't stick your fucking finger in an underage girl vagina. That's fucking against the law. And I can't believe an actual doctor is defending this. This man is a doctor. I can't say this enough times. He is a doctor, and he's defending the fact that this dude violated a 17-year-old. I don't care if the 17-year-old was a stuck-up bitch who was getting drunk and climbing all over him. There's this thing called choice. He chose to take this girl back to his apartment. He chose to stick his hand under her skirt. She didn't grab his hand and stick it under there. He chose to do it. Choice matters, boys and girls. He chose to do it. He chose to somehow teleport his spit onto her titties. He somehow chose to do this. But now, whatever, man. I'm a coon, and I'm not sticking up for our black brothers that break the law, whatever.
Never get over it. She'll never ever. She'll never live a normal life. So he deserves to be sent to prison for 12 years to be raped and beaten and starved to death for 12 years. Because remember, a prison ain't a nice place. It's not like they browned him to.
Okay, check this out, y'all. Don't be listening to Dr. Moist Watkins here. He don't know shit about prison because he's never been to one. I've been to prison. Let me hip y'all niggas to something. I had a TV and a PlayStation in my cell. Okay? Yes, I had a fucking PlayStation in my cell. Prison is nothing like people tell y'all. I had in the corner of my cell, I had commissary stacked to the goddamn ceiling. I had soup, cakes, fucking potato chips, all kinds of shit. It was dudes in there dealing dope. We had access to the same shit y'all have out here. We had that shit in prison. Okay? I'm telling y'all. Don't listen to this dude. He don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Alright, look at Mr. Karate. He said, I'm a correctional officer. So it's most definitely true. He know what I'm talking about. Okay? He knows what I'm talking about. Fuck you, bitch. You banned every time you show up. My mods know who you are, and you're never gonna slip by, so you just wasted more typing time. Why do you guys continue to do this? My mods know each and every one of y'all. They're gonna get rid of you as soon as they see you. So why even do this? Oh, wait a second. I know why y'all do it. Why do I even ask this fucking question? Why do I ask this question? I know why y'all do it, and y'all know that I know why y'all do it.
You could not live with your own failure. Where did that bring you? Back to me.
Look, guys. Trolling is over. Everyone's over trolls. Okay? I've actually set the lead here. Everyone is over it. When y'all show up, no one in my chat reacts to you. It don't stop nothing. I still get all the views that I was going to get. I still get everything that I was going to get by doing my stream. All it gets is you get laughed at, and it shows how gay you are for a man that you claim to hate. But trolling died like 4 or 5 years ago. Across YouTube, trolls are dead. The whole art of trolling is dead. Nobody cares about you guys anymore. And I know it's hard to take. I understand. Your mommy and daddy ain't together anymore. They divorced because of you. And you don't get any love at home or attention. So you come on the internet to get it. Unfortunately, we no longer care. You know, there was a time where the league used to fall for that stuff. I would get mad and go off and give you what you wanted. Now I'm just making money off of you.
His bedroom. Prison is America's concentration camps. Prison is similar to what they did to people during Nazi Germany.
No, it's not, you fucking liar. I'm sorry, he is a fucking liar at this point. Prisons are nowhere close to what they did in concentration camps. He is a fucking liar. This is coming from me, a guy who's actually been to prison. Don't listen to this fucking liar. He's never set foot inside of a prison. He does not know what the fuck he's talking about. Okay? He simply does not know what he's talking about.
Back 50 years ago during World War II. Prison is where thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, of black men and women have been traumatized. Prison is a place where slavery is legal.
Hang on, boys and girls. Hang on a minute. All right, guys. Black inmates make up nearly 40% of the prison population. They only make up 13.40 of the total U.S. population. Okay? 58.7% of the prison population is white. 58.7% of the people in prison are white people. This idea that the white man is just locking up niggas and they ain't locking up nobody else is a myth. The number of white people being shot by police is double the number of black people being shot by police. Guys, people like Dr. Boyce Watkins, they love to play on race. They love to play on race because race gets people pissed off. It gets people mad. And it keeps people believing stuff that's not true. Anger causes people to fall for shit like this. People are falling for his bullshit. Comparing an actual American prison to a Nazi concentration camp. And because he's using race, there are black people who believe it. But as a person who's actually served time in prison, I know for 100,000% fact that he's telling a goddamn lie.
Has anybody heard of the 13th Amendment and the fact that the 13th Amendment says slavery is legal in America if you've been convicted of a crime? So if they...
Wrong. Wrong and wrong. That's people misreading and misinterpreting what they mean by the 13th Amendment. What they mean is very simple. If you're convicted of a crime, then the prison system can put you to work while you're in prison. I had to work for the prison system while I was in there. You guys ever seen the dudes out on the road picking up garbage? You ever seen the guys on the chain gang with pickaxes? Yeah, the prison system is allowed to they're allowed to force you to work while you're in prison. But once you leave prison, they can't make you do shit. So there he is lying again. I know because I was in the prison work program. That's how I got out quicker. Because what he ain't telling you is this. If you go to prison for 3 years like I did, and you join the prison work program, they shave a whole year off of your sentence. I got out in 2 years because I joined the prison work program. And I shaved a whole year off of my sentence. That's what Dr. Boyce Watkins won't tell you.
They find a reason, if they find an excuse to label you as a criminal, then therefore you can become a slave. So anybody...
It's not true what he's saying, y'all. You cannot be treated as a slave or put in chains and forced to pick cotton if you're convicted of a crime. He is lying. 100% lying.
Who has a relative who's gone to prison, shout their name out in the chat. Say,
well, I don't need a relative. I've been to prison. And I know you're lying, sir. This is one thing I know better than most people on his website. Most of the guys that make content on here have never been locked up. They've never been to prison. All this shit y'all fantasize about. Gang life. Prison life. I've done all of that. Drug dealing. All that. Trap houses. I've done all of that shit. I live that life. So I know for a fact what he's saying is not true. 100% not true. He is straight up race baiting. He's trying to piss black people off. That's all he's doing. It's straight up race baiting. He's trying to do that because he wants you to avoid the evidence. Ignore the fact that this 25-year-old stuck his hand up the skirt of a 17-year-old. He wants you to ignore the fact that they found his saliva on a 17-year-old girl's titties. That's statutory rape. I don't give a damn if you knew her age or not. Ignorance is not a defense.
Their name so that we know that they exist. The black extermination agenda has been in full effect for a very long time.
Oh, here we go with the black extermination shit. The black extermination agenda. White people have been trying to exterminate us for years. Yes, I hear about this every day. Hang on. Hang on. I'm almost done here. Okay, I'll take 2019. Actually, this chart, it ranges from 2013 to 2019. Okay? The number of people killed by police based on race between the years of 2013 and 2019, over 400 white people. The number of blacks, 259. The actual number of whites, 406. Killed by police, not just random folks. These are the statistics of people killed by the cops. People of unknown race. Basically, they're mixed or whatever. 212 people. Hispanics. The number of Hispanic people killed by police. 182. So that's almost as many as the blacks. So listen, man. This idea that there's some kind of black extermination plan is simply not true. It's simply not true. Hang on. Let me get some more stats for you real quick. Hang on a minute. I'm making sure I get the proper website because I want to get a federal site. That way you get the real stats. Wow. Well, I'll just give you this stat. This is fucking hilarious. In the past 2 years, okay, 2019 and 2020, a total of 6,783 black men were murdered by other black men. 6,783. Now, compare that to the number of black men killed by police that I just told y'all earlier. And that's just 2 years. That's just 2 years of black dudes killing each other. 6,783 murders. But we want to talk about white folks exterminating us. There's a white extermination plan. A white extermination plan.
Just some of y'all Negroes are so asleep you don't even know it. You're dying in your sleep.
Ah, yes. We're so stupid that we don't read statistics and stats. Oh, you know, and we most of us stay out of trouble. Like most normal black people stay out of trouble. Okay? That's the reason why we don't know about this stuff. Because we mind our own business. We go to work. We take care of our families. And we stay out of this kind of shit.
So you think it's painless. You think it's not happening because you're dying in your sleep.
No, it's just that we don't care because it's typically happening to niggas. And nobody cares about niggas.
Back to Albert Wilson. Please hit the thumbs up button. Please hit the thumbs up, share, subscribe button if you haven't done it yet. We're talking about Albert Wilson. I'm trying not to be triggered.
Hey guys, I don't give a shit about Albert, so I don't have a problem asking y'all to hit the like button.
Here because I'm really pissed off about this case because it's absolute bullshit.
Yes, it's absolute bullshit that he was convicted for fingering a 17-year-old and putting his lips on her boobs. Yes, it's absolutely horrible that the state of Kansas would lock him up for that. Even though Kansas has some of the strictest sex crime laws in America. Kansas is one of the states that will lock you up. If you look in the direction of an underage girl, they will lock you up. What in the hell makes anybody think what this guy did was okay? There's nothing about this that's okay. He's lucky, he's very lucky that he wasn't in the Deep South. If this was Alabama or Mississippi, he would have got 30 years. He got 12 years in Kansas. I promise you. In Tennessee, okay.
It's ridiculous. So Albert Wilson, 25-year-old college student, no criminal record, met Becky in a bar. She's 17. He doesn't know that because she's in a bar. Why would you be in a bar if you're 17?
Because some dumbass let her in. It does not matter. This guy, I can't believe I'm about to say this again. This guy is a doctor. Hang on, guys. I want y'all to listen to this. Statutory rape is a serious crime. This is in the state of Pennsylvania. In the state of Pennsylvania, it carries 40 years. Okay? When the victim lies about their age, even if the minor lies about their age, the defendant is unable to use their ignorance as a defense to the charges in most situations. Ignorance is not a defense. I specifically typed in to find out if you can use their age or the fact that they lied about their age as a defense. You cannot use their age. It does not matter if you knew or not. You cannot go to court and say, Your Honor, she lied about her age. Because the judge is going to say, well, you still had the choice to turn her down. You still had the choice to go home by yourself instead of inviting her to your apartment. You still had the choice. If a pretty girl walks up to me and she's way younger than me, first thing first, I already know it's a problem. I'm 44. If a young ass cute girl hitting on me, she either trying to set me up or she think I got some money. I don't fall for that bullshit. Listen here, bitch. Get the stepping. That's exactly how I talk to him. Get the fuck out my face. Don't come near me. If you get too close, I'm gonna knock your ass the fuck out. I'll be goddamn. I'd rather go to jail for punching you in the face than go to jail for statutory rape. It's simple as that. You got to be aware of your surroundings. Understand what the situation and what's going on.
Let you in. He ain't checking IDs. They should be doing that at the door.
Listen, that's an easy one for me to answer. Young girls target older guys because older guys have more money than young dudes. Young dudes are broke most of the time. They live with their parents. They're in college. They're broke. Older men are established. They have jobs, careers, or own businesses. And young girls want stuff. And they know young guys in their own age group can't buy the shit they want. That's why you see these younger women with these older guys. Because that guy can afford her lifestyle. Young dudes can't afford their lifestyle. Why would you, listen, if you're a college chick, let's say you're 25, and you're broke in college, why would you date a 25-year-old dude who's in the same college and he's just as broke as you are? What kind of relationship are you going to have if both of y'all are broke? So, of course, you're going to look for somebody with some cash. Women are materialistic, guys. Women like having stuff. They like money. They like property. They like material items. And they're going to look for a man who can supply those things. That's just the way it is. You don't have to like it, but that's just the way it is. If you can't supply what a woman wants, she's going to find somebody who can.
They get friendly. She gets drunk. They get friendly. He touches her under her skirt, and then they go back to his place. She wants to get down. He doesn't want to get down. She's mad. So next.
Wait a minute. He puts his hand under her skirt and wipes his saliva on her titties. But when it comes time to get down, he decides he don't want to get down. So now the girl is the predator. So she's trying to force him to fuck. Guys, hey, listen, asshole. I'm not the one accusing shit. He admitted to sticking his fucking hand under her skirt. They found his saliva on her titties. That's not an allegation. That's called evidence, dumbass. You're one of these stupid ass niggas that Dr. Boyce Watkins is trying to rile up. You're one of these dumbass niggas who is ignoring the evidence because you're angry. You're looking at a black and white situation instead of looking at a crime. Exactly. That's why you wrote "so what?" Because you a dumb, ignorant ass nigga. Somebody please remove this dumb, ignorant ass nigga from my chat. We don't like niggas and we don't like ignorant people. He's both of those things. Please get rid of him. Thank you very much. If you too stupid to see the shit right in front of you, I don't want you here. You're not welcome here.
Next thing you know, it becomes that black man raped me. Now, give me a yes or no in the chat if you are aware of how many thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of times
he's exaggerating once again.
A black man has been falsely accused of raping a white woman because.
And how many thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and hundreds of thousands of times have black women done the same thing to black men? I read the stats at the beginning of the damn stream. Black women have black men locked up more times than anybody else on planet Earth. Domestic violence, rape, child support, assault are the top 4 things that black women have black men locked up for. Those are the top 4. Go look it up yourself. Those are the top 4 reasons that black women have black men put in jail.
She didn't want her friends to know that she wanted the big black you know what. They talk about the they talk about the WAP.
Man, I love doing this. I love coming on YouTube and showing people how much folks lie. I am post-racial. Fuck race. Okay? I don't give a shit what your color is. Fuck your race. I believe in logic and reason and honesty. Those are my top 3 attributes. Logic, reason, and honesty. Fuck your race. I don't give a damn if you're green. If you're honest, then we cool. It's that simple. He's trying to rile up black people because that's the only way that he can push this story through. It's by pissing people off.
Cardi B was rapping about the WAP. Well, we got the HAD, and y'all know what I'm talking about. So how many times? How many of you are aware of how many times somebody slept with a black man and then flipped it into rape? This has happened so many times,
and it's happened so many times with black women as well. Why is he not discussing that one?
In fact, there was even with Mike Tyson when he's with the Desiree Washington. I didn't even know this. Some of the jurors in
the Desiree Washington is black. The two women that Mike Tyson was accused of raping were both black women. So he's using a rape case that don't even involve a white woman. He's proving my point. Mike Tyson was convicted of raping a black woman.
Mike Tyson's trial back then. Now, I'm not defending Mike Tyson's all of his behavior because I can't defend all of that, but I can tell you that some of the jurors in that case said if we had known certain things at that time, we never would have convicted him at all. Because what happened during that case was when Desiree Washington was accusing him. Now, again, she was black now. So the racial dynamic is taken out, but it's still similar in terms of the black man being accused.
It's not similar at all. Desiree Washington was a grown woman. She was a grown black woman. And she knew Mike Tyson. They were friends and other stuff. So this situation is not even close to the same. This Albert Wilson guy met a 17-year-old in a bar. He didn't know who she was. Took her to his apartment. Done some sexual shit with her. And then found out she was underage. That's nowhere close to the same situation as Mike Tyson. How do anybody go to this dude's channel and hear this and not call him out on his fuckery? How do you not tell him those two situations have nothing to do with each other?
One of her ex-boyfriends called and said that I need to talk to one of the lawyers because when she slept with me, she felt.
If this dude was a white man, he would not be defending him right now. If this was a white man, he would be saying, good, put that cracker in prison. This is the kind of hypocrisy that I talk about. This is the kind of stuff that irritates me about the black content creators on YouTube. They're so pro-black that they want to ignore actual evidence. They're so pro-black that they want this guy who actually committed statutory rape to be let out of prison because he's black. They don't want him out of prison because he's innocent. They want him out of prison because he's a black dude.
So guilty and so embarrassed to tell her father that she told her dad that I raped her.
But he has no evidence of this. He has no evidence that that's what happened with this guy's case. There's no proof that this girl was embarrassed by her family or none of that. There's no evidence of that. He's throwing in stuff to keep the racial dynamic going. I want all of y'all to understand the entire stream that we've been listening to this. He has been doing everything to keep the black versus white racial dynamic going. No one does a better job of segregating black people than black people. Black people have segregated themselves. They've segregated their neighborhoods. We've segregated our schools. We've segregated the places where we shop. Black folks have segregated themselves. And people like Dr. Boyce Watkins are a problem because he is trying to segregate people. He's trying to make y'all angry and make y'all hate white people, especially white Beckies. That's what he's doing right here. That's exactly what this is. It's a segregation tactic. And he's not very good at it because I've poked all kinds of holes in this dumb shit. I can't believe I'm going to say this again. Fuck it. This man is an actual fucking doctor. He actually is a fucking doctor. I cannot believe an actual doctor is this fucking stupid. I hope you don't do surgery. I hope that that's not the kind of doctor you are. Because if you're the kind of doctor that does surgery, your patients are gonna die. Because you are a fucking idiot, sir.
That I don't know if any of y'all know this. They did a whole expose on it. Y'all probably didn't see it because I think Fox actually did it. Believe it or not, Fox, Greta Van Susteren did it. Greta Van Susteren, the lawyer on Fox, did it. But it was very interesting, very revealing. So there are lots of cases where somebody doesn't want their friends to know. You don't want your friends to know that you're a hoe, or your white boyfriend want to dump you because he found out that you done slept with a black man, and you know how they get insecure when.
Wait a second. Do you know how many times black women have accused somebody of rape because they didn't want their baby daddy to find out, or they didn't want the dude that they're ripping off currently to find out? Do you know how many times black chicks go to the club and fuck random dudes? I don't even go to clubs like that. But the few times I've been to a club, I've had jump offs hit on me. I don't drink, I don't smoke. I was a fucking designated driver. And I've had jump offs try to give me pussy at the club. Nobody does this more than black women. Any club you go to, it's overpopulated with black females. With all they weave glory. With all they tight clothes they shouldn't be wearing. You got shit sticking out like sausage patties from how tight they clothes are. In there trying to get a pussy away. But he ain't talking about that. He talking about the one or two little Beckys that come in.
And they know what's been there. They're like, whoa, I can't compete with that. So now he gonna act like you're a bad person, you a hoe, whatever. And then next thing you know,
how the hell can this man, honestly, at his age, how can he look in the mirror and call himself a man? One, you married a chick with somebody else's kids and you're taking care of those kids. So let's start there. You a bitch ass nigga. That's number one. All the women out there you could have got with, you chose a chick with little kids for you to raise. So use as a hoe, number one. Number two, you on the internet pushing this fake ass Pan-African pro-black bullshit that's only going to get black people hurt. It's only going to screw black people over. Telling black people the fucking truth is the only way to save them. The truth is this. Most black people are ghetto, ratchet, living in poverty, illiterate, stupid, dumb, broke-ass criminals. And they need to be told that to their face. Because that's the only way they're going to get better. Albert made a choice to stick his hand up that girl's skirt. He made a choice to take her home, not knowing anything about her. He didn't even know her fucking name because all he saw was a drunk white girl. If he would have used this brain right here, he never would have went to prison. Excuse me, ma'am. I don't know you. Please don't touch me. And then turn around and finish your drink. That's all he had to do. But you know what he did? Turned around, stuck his hand up her dress, played with her pussy, and then said, hey, let's go back to my place. That's the choice he made. He made that choice. Black people, we need to stop blaming the white man and start realizing choices that we make lead to different consequences. I chose to be a criminal when I was young, and I went to prison. I didn't go to prison because the white man just came on my block one day and started locking up black dudes. No, I went to prison because I committed crimes. We got to stop with this self-pity bullshit. We got to stop with this blaming the white man shit. It's retarded.
Turns into, oh, it wasn't my fault, but he raped me. Well, who cares? It's only a black man's life. I mean, let's throw his life away. Let's get him sent away.
No, he threw his own life away. When he stuck his hand up that woman's skirt without knowing who she was, he threw his own life away. You know how many times I done met women and I've kept my distance? You know how many times I have kept my distance from women? Hey, how you doing? Dude, it's not fake information. He admitted to doing it, you liar. He admitted to sticking his hand up her skirt. So you are telling a fucking lie. Even Dr. Boyce Watkins said he admitted it. He fucking did it. He admitted to it. Oh, and they found his saliva on her titties. How did his spit get on her titties? Now, you shouldn't even ban that fucking faggot. How did his spit get on this girl's titties? Tell me. I want somebody to tell me. Somebody tell me. I'm waiting on this one. How did his spit end up on her titties? If he's innocent. Oh yeah, by the way, that's statutory rape in Kansas. If you're a grown man and you're sucking on a 17-year-old girl's titties, that's statutory rape. But I'm still waiting on his defenders to tell me, how did his spit get out of his mouth and onto this girl's titties? Tell me how. See, once again, I've proved my point. Y'all are simply defending him because he's black. That's just like Barack Obama. You voted for him because he was black. Didn't even understand what Obama was doing. You didn't even know any of his positions. You didn't know any of his political positions. You just saw a black dude and voted for him. This is why people say that the black community is a monolith. A bunch of dumb, ignorant, stupid, retarded, broke, illiterate ass niggas who just follow any other nigga. Y'all follow people like Mr. Boyce Watkins because y'all a bunch of ignorant ass niggas. You don't think for yourselves. You don't use any critical thinking skills. Because if you used any critical thinking skills, then you would understand this guy admitted to doing this stuff. But hey, if you think he's innocent, go lick a 17-year-old girl's titties. Since you think there's nothing wrong with that, go do it. And we'll be doing the next live stream about your stupid ass.
To prison for 20 years because everybody's going to believe what you say just because you said it. So what I'm saying to you, the message with the Albert Wilson case, the reason I'm talking about it now, and the reason I'm talking about it with a sense of urgency in my voice is because I want to make one clear point. Black men beware. Black men.
I've been hearing this bullshit my whole life from old ass niggas like him. Beware of white women. Beware of white men. Beware of this. Beware of that. The only time in my life as a black man that I ever got in trouble is when I was out there doing shit I shouldn't have been doing. That's the only time I got in trouble in life. When I was out there committing crime. White folks didn't do shit to me. Nobody fucked with me. I chose to commit crimes. When I stopped committing crimes, my life became amazing.
Beware. Not, and this ain't just with white women. This is just with any situation, any jump off.
How about you do this? How about you stop picking up random women at bars? How about that? How about you just stop picking up random women you don't know? Or how about you get a girlfriend and talk to your girlfriend and stay away from bars? Is that simple?
Any random thought that you meet on the street, any chick you find with a big butt and a smile that you think you're going to go lay down with this lady and you don't even know this lady. Some of these women, not all of them.
See, he just said what I said. Guys, I don't pay attention to these people. Ignore them. Ignore them. Don't pay attention to them. You notice I didn't even react to it. Why do you think I have moderators? I don't care what they write anymore. I'm not giving them the satisfaction anymore, dude. And y'all need to be the same way. Don't give them the satisfaction.
Not most of them. Most women are good people. Most women are not gonna kiss and tell. Most women are gonna be respectful of the process, but you don't know that yet. Some of the women are treacherous. There are treacherous women out there who are just as treacherous as the men who are out there that will assault a woman.
Look, it's very simple. Don't take random strange women home. If you go out to a bar, let's say you meet a woman at the bar. Stay at the bar. Sit there at the bar or at a table. Talk, drink, laugh, enjoy yourself. At the end of the night, exchange phone numbers or Facebook or Snapchat or whatever it is y'all do. But keep your hands to yourself. You can talk to a woman without sticking your hand up her dress. This guy did it all wrong. Before he even knew this girl, he was sticking his hand up her dress. That's the wrong approach.
There are women out there who will assault your life. You hurt her feelings.
Look, go listen exactly. Get the digits and go home. Well, I know the young people today don't exchange numbers. Y'all exchange Facebook and Snapchat now. Nobody actually gives each other phone numbers anymore. When we grew up, you got a girl's phone number. Now it's like, what's your Snapchat? Okay. Get the girl's Snapchat. Talk to her there. Keep your hands to yourself. You can't assault somebody on Snapchat. There you go. He chose to stick his hand up her dress. Chose it. There's nothing that anybody can do for him at that point.
You wouldn't call her back.
Look, guys, anybody else coming in the chat ignoring evidence, ban them immediately. Because this guy admitted to sticking his hand up her dress. His saliva was found on her titties. So he did touch her with his tongue and with his fingers. In the state of Kansas, if the person is underage, then that's statutory rape. So anybody coming in here saying opposite of that, ban them immediately. There is no excuse. There is no rhyme or reason why you are so stupid you can't see evidence. I don't care if he's black, green, purple, it don't matter. Evidence is evidence. And if you want to ignore evidence because he's black, then we're going to kick you out of here. Plain and simple.
Whatever it is, next thing you know, she's telling the story because she knows that if she tells a story on a black man, you gonna go down. That she
didn't tell the story. His saliva on her titties told the story.
She knows that if she just makes an accusation against you with no proof whatsoever.
Listen, I've had accusations made against me, and I've proven them to be false. All you got to do is fucking show evidence. The evidence here is his spit was found on this girl's body. How could it get there unless he put it there?
Whatsoever, you gonna go down. They will destroy you first and maybe ask questions later.
Look, the guy already lied. He admitted to sticking his hand up her dress, and then he turned around and said, I never touched this girl. So which one is it? You never touched her or you put your hand up her skirt? Which one is it? Oh, by the way, how did your spit get on her titties?
Friend, and this is what's interesting. This is not even just a black man thing. I had a friend who was actually a white guy. Let me tell you what happened to a white guy.
So look, he can't make this case, so Name's trying to make a new case. This is what I'm talking about, man. Thank you. You noticed that too? How selective he's being? I noticed that. He's trying to play the race card. The race card. Don't leave home without it.
Got with a girl. They got down. They slept together, and he slept around. You know, he was one of my friends, and he had a lot more girlfriends than I had in college, and he got with a lot more women than I did, and I didn't care. It was his business, not mine. And he met a girl at work, and he slept with this girl, and she said he raped me. So when she told the police he raped her, you know what the police did? Without any evidence at all, they went to his job, and in front of his boss, put him in handcuffs and walked him out of his job in front of all of his coworkers in handcuffs.
So he's proving my point that the same shit happens to white guys. This story he's telling is about a white man. So he's proving my point that the same shit happens to white dudes. Once again, boys and girls, this dude is a doctor.
Then they put him in jail, And he was in jail for 3 weeks. For 3 weeks, he said, I was not allowed to even take a shower.
That's a good question. If the guy admitted that he did what he did, why is Boyce Watkins keeping it going? Because he's trying to make it a race issue. Okay? He wants it to be a racial issue. If you weigh this case on evidence, then dude is guilty. But if you weigh it in the court of public opinion based on race, then black people think he's innocent. But if you know anything about the law, anything, if you just know the basics about the law, then you know as a grown adult male, you cannot put your fingers on a 17-year-old girl's vagina and then admit to it and expect to not go to jail. You can't have your saliva be found on her titties and expect to not go to jail. Okay? Let's stick with evidence here. His spit, saliva, was found on her boobies. They did a DNA test. They found his saliva on her chest. He also told people that he stuck his hand up her skirt and touched her goodies. And I just got done reading the article for y'all. Ignorance of a person's age is not a defense. You can't say I didn't know their age. That's not a defense. That defense does not hold up in court. So he can't say I didn't know she was 17. You're still guilty, sir. Look, I know a lot of you black folks don't like hearing this. But if you know the law and you respect the law, then you know what he did, he's guilty of. I tell you what. How many of you guys spit is on a 17-year-old girl right now? How many of you guys in the chat got y'all spit on a 17-year-old girl's titties? How many of y'all have done that? I know I haven't. How many of y'all have done it? I'm pretty sure most of y'all are going to say never. And you want to know why? Because we know how to take our dick and go home. Get the fuck away from me, bitch. I don't know you. I'm going home.
He was forced to drop out of school, and he was forced to spend.
What did I tell y'all? A black man will fuck a rattlesnake if you hold his mouth open. The bottom line is this. Okay? The bottom line is this. He saw a chance to fuck a Becky and didn't want to pass up on it. What the hell? No, whatever. I'll let y'all handle that. I ain't even getting in that argument. That's between y'all. I ain't got nothing to do with it. I don't get into spats between guys.
All of his savings, his whole life savings, on lawyers. And you know what the lawyers found out? After 3 weeks of investigation, the lawyers and the private detective looked into the background of this woman. I know that you think it's so unethical to, well, you're victim shaming. Why are you putting the victim on trial? Because damn it, you don't.
The guy that you are defending has admitted to sticking his hands up the skirt of a 17-year-old girl. They also found his saliva DNA on her titties. Under Kansas law, that is statutory rape. There is really no argument left to be made. Under the law in the state in which he lives, that is statutory rape, 100%. You do not have to have actual sexual intercourse for it to be statutory rape. Only a dumb fuck at this point will defend this man.
Don't know who the victim is. So they went and looked into this lady's background and found out, guess what? She had falsely accused 4 other men in the last 3.
Y'all notice all these examples that he's giving are of grown women doing stuff? You notice he hasn't given any examples of guys messing with 17-year-olds. His Mike Tyson example. Mike Tyson was convicted of raping an adult black woman. He wasn't convicted of raping a 17-year-old white girl. It was an adult black female. And the white guy he's talking about right now, he got in trouble because he was accused of raping an adult white female, not a 17-year-old. So this guy can't even give y'all an anecdotal case to defend this guy. He's having to give y'all cases that involve grown women because he don't even have a case to make for this guy.
3 years. She had accused 4 other men of the same damn crime, and each time, you know what happened?
But this woman is not 17, so this story doesn't matter. This was a grown adult woman doing this, so it does not matter to this particular case. But once again, confusion and anger keep the black population pissed off, so they'll overlook evidence.
Happened? She got paid because nobody asked questions. Now, this is not anti-victim. This is not this is not something to support.
You know, I had no idea that bringing back the Content 5.0 would be this successful. The next one is going to be Tyrone Magnus. Can't fucking wait.
Anybody who would ever harm another person, I would never ever condone that kind of behavior. You know this. If that's the way you think, then you should probably get out of here.
Guys, if I admitted to robbing a bank and then the police found my fingerprints at the bank, could I go to court and say, Your Honor, I didn't do it. I didn't know the age of the bank. I didn't know that bank was 17 years old, Your Honor. But sir, we got your fingerprints and your confession. Yeah, but I'm innocent. That's what he's saying. He confessed to sticking his hand up this girl's skirt. They found DNA evidence proving that he did something with her boobs. But he's saying, I'm not guilty. Even though y'all have proof that I did it, I'm not guilty. So if they have proof that I robbed a bank, all I got to do is go to court and say I didn't do it. Sir, we got your fingerprints. We got you on camera holding a gun. Yeah, but I didn't do it. Y'all remember that song Shaggy made? It wasn't me. Hey man, my girl caught me. What do I do? Just say it wasn't you. It wasn't me. That's all, like that's what we doing now. It wasn't me. She caught me on camera. It wasn't me. Caught me doing it on the sofa. It wasn't me. She even got me in the shower. It wasn't me. I mean, come on, man. Is that where we going here? Is that what we doing now?
But I think that it is classically unbelievable that you have scenarios where people can just go make an accusation and not be held to any sort of standard because
black women do this to black men every day. Every day. White women do this to black men on occasion. Black women do this to black men on a daily basis. Which one do you think is worse?
somehow somebody put you in the victim box without even knowing if you were actually a victim. That's nonsense.
This guy done got himself all pissed off about an open and shut case. This is open and shut. You stuck your hands up a 17-year-old girl's skirt. You admitted to doing that. And they found your saliva on her boobs. You're fucking guilty. Be thankful you only got 12 years.
So with Albert Wilson's case, hashtag Albert Wilson, please put hashtag Albert Wilson in the chat because I really need him and his family to feel that there is support. Y'all need to support this man.
You ain't supporting him. You're getting views and clicks for your channel.
Support this family. This brother, if you look at his face, go look up his face. There was images of how he cried like a baby.
Wait a minute. If that's his face on the screen right there, then I don't need to look his face up. He looked like a thug.
When they sent him to jail, he cried like a baby.
He cried because he got caught.
When the judge said that we're giving you a new trial. And here's the thing. If you're like me, maybe you don't get this, but
I guarantee you he got a new trial because somebody screwed up. A lawyer or district attorney, somebody screwed up. Because the evidence is clear. The evidence is clear. So It had to be a procedural problem. If you guys watch Law and Order, how many times did the defendant get a new trial because Jack McCoy screwed up something? The district attorney's office screwed up. It happens all the time. A new trial don't mean that he's innocent. It just means there was a procedural problem in court, and the judge is trying to fix that problem by giving him a new trial.
Very pro-black, y'all know this, and it hurts my heart to see a strong, intelligent black man. Albert looks like he's about 6'2" or taller. He looks like
a strong, intelligent black man. So intelligent that he picked up a stranger from a bar and took him to his place. He's so intelligent, he took a strange woman that he never met, he don't know, took her to his place. That's intelligence.
Tall black man. He was in college. He had it all together. It pisses me off to see a strong black man crying, having to cry, like broken down to tears in front of all these damn racist ass white people. I hate that.
Okay, he assumed that all the white people working in the court are racist. Did you hear what he said in front of these racist ass white people? So I guess his lawyer was racist too. This assumption that all white people are racist is so fucking stupid. I know some black people that are way more racist than white people. Hell, I know one in particular. I see him every time I look in the mirror. I'm way more racist than a typical white person. I'm 100% racist. I know I am. And I never back down from the fact that I'm a fucking racist. I freely admit I'm a racist. Ain't nothing wrong with being racist. Being a racist is awesome. Especially when you're an equal opportunity racist. It's the best thing in the world. Fuck every last one of y'all. I don't care what color you are. But he said all these racist ass white people. Man, he is really playing up the race card, man.
I hate to see a black man on his knees. I hope you agree with me. I hate it. I hate it. Nick Cannon, I hate seeing you on your knees. Stand up, goddammit. Stop.
Yeah, like you're standing up. You're a black man on a white platform running owned by racist white people, apparently. And you're using their racist white platform to make yourself rich. Don't you guys love how these pro-blacks, they hate everything white, but they use all the shit from white people to get by in this world? White folks made these. White folks made these computers. White folks made this website. You hate the white man, but you using all his shit. White folks made this fucking megaphone. White folks made this fucking Gatorade that I'm drinking. They made these lightsabers. Hell, they even made this fucking Majin Buu. They hate white people, but they use their shit every day. White people build the cars, the airplanes. White people make all of this shit. You wouldn't have an Xbox or a PlayStation without white people. Or in PlayStation case, Asian people. You wouldn't have these things, but you hate white folks. All these project niggas, they hate white people, but they all getting a welfare check from who? Uncle Sam, a white man. Who is your Uncle Sam now? It's Joe motherfucking Biden. He just gave $1,400 checks to everybody. I wonder if you hate that white man. He just gave a bunch of broke niggas some free money. I fucking hate that goddamn cracker ass Biden, even though he gave us all $1,400. Come on with this, guys. All this pro-black shit is retarded. This anti-white people shit y'all doing is retarded. Because everything you have in this world is because of white people. Ain't nothing wrong with admitting the truth. All this shit that I bought it from white folks. Niggas don't make none of this shit. Niggas don't make webcams. Niggas don't make HP Omen X computers. Niggas don't make cell phones. Niggas don't make tripods to sit cameras on. Niggas don't make none of this shit. White folks do. When last time you seen a black computer store? Or a black version of Microsoft? Or a black version of Sony? When? Somebody fucking tell me. Niggas don't make none of this shit. But they don't mind running out and buying it from the white man, do they? Oh, I love this. I hate people like you who try to make this man feel bad. Some lies he had no intention of. Listen, he admitted to doing what he did. How does that make me the bad guy? I tell you what, if it was your 17-year-old daughter and a 25-year-old man stuck his hand up her skirt, would you still be saying that same shit? Would you? No, you wouldn't. So shut the fuck up. Yeah. See, y'all coming in here all pissed off, but old Albert here admitted to doing it. He admitted to it. Go do your research, faggot. You mad at me because he admitted to something. Why you mad at me? He the one fessed up to doing it. We are Borg. It's just like with black females. Black females can do some fucked up shit, and people are coming here and defend them. We are Borg.
You get off your knees. We ain't bitches. You have to be a warrior. So at the end of the day, and I'm not dissing Albert Wilson for this. If I was 25 going through something like that, I would probably have the same reaction. So this is not anti-Albert. Albert's young, right? But when I'm...
You know what? Listen, here's my final verdict on Dr. Boyce Watkins. He's a fucking dumbass. I can't believe this guy's an actual doctor. And my final verdict on Albert here, look, I'm glad you got a new trial. But you admitted to sticking your fingers in a white girl's stuffing who happened to be 17 years old. You admitted to doing it. And they found your saliva on her boobs. Your spit from your mouth ended up on her boobies. So, if you can't explain how your spit got on her boobs, you're fucking guilty. The fact that you stuck your fingers in her stuffing and she was only 17, you're guilty. You don't have to like it, but in the state you live, Kansas, that's the law in Kansas. That is the law in Kansas. You broke the law. You got to pay for it. It's as simple as that. Now, if you want to be mad at me, be mad at me. I don't care. I don't give a fuck what nobody think. I just work off logic and reason and honesty. I'm not going to give old Albert a pass just because he's black. Black people do that enough in this country. We let other black people off the hook because of their skin color. We let a lot of bad people off the hook because of their skin color. And we need to stop, as a race, we need to stop giving a pass to other people just because they're the same color as us. White people don't give a pass to other white people. When white folks do some fucked up shit, they all over each other. Like this YouTuber, this David Dobrik guy. Ethan Klein, Keemstar, all these white dudes all over this motherfucker. Same thing with James Charles. All these white people all over his ass. Same thing with John Swan, with Pyrocynical. All these fucking white dudes being bombarded by other white dudes. Mini Lad, Onision. Every time white people do something, other white people go after their ass. But every time a black person do something, black folks back up into a corner. We gotta defend our brother because he got the same skin color it does. No, your skin color don't mean shit. Guilty is guilty. And I hate to say it, old Albert. You're guilty, Holmes. That's all I really have to say. You're fucking guilty. You done it. Just face it. That nigga is guilty. Guilty, guilty. If black people ever want to be accepted and treated like white people, then we need to start carrying ourselves like white people. And I don't mean acting white. I mean basic standards like calling out criminals. Black folks can see somebody get shot and they can know exactly who did it. And when the police knock on their door, yeah, we got a report that you were present during the shooting and that you may have seen the person that did it. I don't know nothing. I ain't no snitch. That's why black people never get accepted. That's why we never get accepted into the group. Because stupid shit like that. You could be an eyewitness to a murder. Shit, I ain't no snitch. I ain't seen nothing. You could literally know the motherfucker who done it. I ain't seen nothing. Don't be coming to my door, Mr. Officer. I don't know shit. But as soon as it happened to you, you want everybody else to snitch. As soon as your car gets stolen, as soon as your house get broke into, as soon as you get hurt, you want black people to snitch then. But when it's your turn to say something, I ain't seen nothing. I don't know nothing, Mr. Officer. I just be a dumb nigger, sir. Us just didn't see nothing, boss. Y'all always accuse people like me of being a coon. No, the real coons are black folks like Boyce Watkins who won't tell the truth. Those are the real coons. The ones that hurting the black community by lying to them. Fuck niggas. I don't give a fuck about your feelings. I'm going to tell you the way it is. You don't like me, then don't watch. I don't care. For every one dumbass nigga that get mad and log off, 2 or 3 intelligent people log on and listen. So I don't give a fuck. This is a backup channel that I don't even fucking use that much. And I still get the same crowd coming in. I still get the same number of people. It don't matter which one of my channels I'm on. People show up to watch because they know where the truth is. You ask anybody, hey, if you want some real, go to NBA. If you want some bullshit, some fakery, go to Mr. Boyce Watkins here. I don't care about y'all feelings or emotions. Therefore, I don't have a reason to lie to you. People lie to spare your feelings, guys. That's the number one reason behind telling lies. Is to spare your feelings. The reason you know you can trust me is because fuck your feelings. That's how you know you can trust me. That's how you know I'm telling you the truth. Because I don't give a fuck how you feel. At all. Man, NBA, you hurt my feelings the other day, man. I thought we were cool. Nigga, stop thoughting and start thinking. All of y'all, stop thoughting and start thinking. Thoughting is why niggas are getting put in the graveyard. Thoughting is why niggas are in jail. Because y'all spend all that time thoughting and not enough time thinking. Fuck that stupid shit. Can't believe you got an actual doctor defending this dude. If he's a doctor, then I'm going to go get my doctorate. Dr. MBA. Has a nice ring to it. I got so many other names. Nigga Major Stacks. Somebody said I should change my name to Major Facts. I might actually do that. Major Facts. That actually sounds pretty good. What's your name, man? Major Facts. I got another name too. Whenever I wear my COVID mask, they call me Nigga Zero. Cause my guy said I look like Sub-Zero in my mask, so I just said fuck it, call me Nigga Zero, or you can just call me Sub Nigga. That's it, Nigga Zero or Sub Nigga. Either one is fine with me. Major Facts. That's a pretty good one though. I just tell the truth, man. I mean, I don't understand what's so hard about being honest. Just be honest. People are going to like you or hate you no matter what. Okay? People are going to like you or hate you regardless. Everybody's going to come down on one side or the other. You can't please everybody. So, instead of trying to please this group or please that group, fuck all your groups. Dude, I don't care about systematic racism. I don't believe in that stupid shit. That's just a victimhood you playing. You're a victim. And if you're a victim, you're a douchebag. And if you're a douchebag, you're a fucking faggot. Sorry, but I don't want to be called any of that stuff. So I don't run around crying about the white man doing shit to me. Fuck the white man. And fuck any bitch ass dudes who cry about the white man. Y'all are punks. Do you not realize y'all are fucking sissified punks? Y'all are literally giving the control of y'all life to somebody else. By complaining about the white man, you are giving control of your life to that person. Y'all bitches. Y'all gonna live y'all life forever as bitches. Forever hoes. Man, I just made a new name for these dudes. Forever hoes. That's y'all. Hey, wake up every day. Oh, the white man. The government. Donald Trump. Y'all niggas are fucking faggots, man. I ain't never seen a generation so fucking gay before. I grew up in a different time, man. We didn't have punk ass dudes like y'all blaming everything on white people. Like if the white folks done some shit, we called them out for it, but we didn't just give our life to them. Here, Mr. White Man, take my soul. Take my whole life and control me. Us is sorry, boss. We's love you, Mr. White Man. We sorry, sir. Us is tries to be good niggas, boss, but yous won't let us get a job, sir. Cause us is this niggas. Man, fuck y'all. If you can't get a job, take a job, nigga. I couldn't get a job when I got out of prison. You know what I did? I started my own business. I said, fuck it. If these motherfuckers won't hire me and let me work, I'll create my own work. I didn't let that shit stop me. Y'all are literally letting people get in y'all way by blaming the white man for everything. Fucking punks. Every one of y'all that come in here crying with this victim shit, y'all punks. Y'all just bitch ass dudes who should just off yourselves. You don't deserve to live. If you ain't man enough to step out there and do what you gotta do, then you deserve to be dead. You already are dead. You ain't nothing but a walking fucking body. You're dead on the inside. Don't come on my channel with that systematic racism victim shit. Y'all just fucking faggots, and that's all it is to it. You scared to live. That's why you still live with your mamas and shit. Because y'all scared to get out there in the real world and live. Y'all afraid of life. So y'all hide in your mama's house till you're 35, 36 years old. Punks. Straight up punks. All of you. My dad used to say that shit. Sissified. That's what y'all are. Oh, the white man. The white man. The white man. Y'all sissies. The white man ain't sitting around talking about your bitch ass. I want y'all to think long and hard about that. While you busy blaming everything on the white man ain't even mentioning your dumb nigga ass. You ain't the white man sitting around having a conversation about a bunch of sissified ass niggas, bunch of punk ass black dudes that's too scared to get a job. Yeah, let's just pretend for a minute. The rich white man gets out of bed. I'm gonna count my money. And while I count my millions, I'm gonna sit here and talk about niggas all day. Yeah. No, that's not happening. Daddy Warbucks over there is counting his money, and he ain't talking about you dumbass niggas. So while y'all sitting around wasting y'all energy talking about the white man all the time. Fucking crybabies. There ain't no secret room where white people sitting around cooking up some plan to take down niggas. Niggas are already on the bottom. So why would the white man sit around trying to find out a way to take out niggas when niggas are already taking each other out? If you want to kill black people, here's the simplest way to do it. Book them a fucking plane trip to Chicago. If you black and you want to die really fast, just go to Chicago or Baltimore. That's the quickest way to be dead. If white folks were really cooking up a plan to kill niggas, then there wouldn't be any niggas right now. Because white folks have always outsmarted niggas. White people have always outsmarted niggas. So if there really was a government plan to get rid of black people, don't you think they would have got rid of our asses by now? I can just imagine that shit. Hello, Horace. Join the party. Hey, hello, Bill. Hey, what's up, man? How you guys doing today? Oh, we're chilling. We're sitting there counting our money, and we're talking about all the niggas we fucked over today. Niggas just sitting on pyramids of money, just laughing. How many niggas did you fuck today? My corporation threw hundreds of niggas on the street today. Tell about it, Bill. Oh, yes. I bought my wife a new yacht today with all the money I stole from niggas. Yeah, right. Ain't no white people sitting around talking like that. They sitting around trying to figure out how to get the fuck away from y'all. These motherfuckers want you to believe white people are wasting their time trying to figure out a way to hurt niggas. What did you do today, Bill? Hey, guys. Look, they sitting there drinking with their pinky out and shit. Hold on a minute. Jeeves, bring my slippers and a cigar. Sit around the campfire, guys. I'm gonna tell you how I raped and pillaged niggas today. Oh, it was so enlightening. Smithers, you're taking too long. I'm gonna fire your ass if you don't get my slippers over here. Maddie, bring my dinner. By the way, guys, here's how I did it. I just took my massive amounts of money, because I have so much money, and I just went to the poorest, brokest black town ever. And I just bought all of their houses, and now they're paying me rent. I'm so evil to these niggas. I'm a millionaire. And all these dudes will be sitting around like, look, man, we all rich. Why the fuck are we sitting there talking about niggas? We're all millionaires. You really believe millionaires and billionaires are sitting around a table in a dark room like some secret meeting? Hey, man, you figured out how to get rid of niggas yet? Nah, man, I'm still working on that plan, Bob. Hey, Steve, you come up with anything yet? You know, we got a lot of niggas around. We got to get rid of them. Like, there are some black folks who really believe there's a conspiracy that all the rich, powerful white men are all getting together to find a way to get rid of niggas. Who in their right motherfucking mind believing that stupid ass shit? If that's the case, why would they be letting niggas make money? Why does the NFL have black players? Why does the NBA have black players? Why are these black players getting millions of dollars to play a game? If white folks wanted to get rid of us, you think they'd be giving all these millions of dollars to niggas? Kind of hard to get rid of rich motherfuckers. Listen, some of the richest people in this country are black dudes. Okay? They are the 1%. You got rich people who are black who are part of the 1%. So do they get invited to the meeting? Do Jay-Z and Beyonce and Kanye West and all these other rich black people, do they get invited to the secret meeting? I can imagine that. Jay-Z, welcome. Even though you're a nigger, because you have billions of dollars, we accept you into the club. You have a plan to keep selling crack to your own people. Or did that shipment of guns make it to your neighborhood last week? Like, is that for real? Do they get invited to this shit? I just want to know. Because they're rich. They're black billionaires. Do they get invited to the meeting? I mean, come on with this, guy. We got to stop this. We got to stop with this secret white people meeting stuff. It's dumb. It's very dumb. No one cares. Just like no one cares about these losers spamming shit in the chat. Boy, I bet they having a rough day. No one's paying attention to them. And my streams are still going. They still up. And I'm making bank off of these fools. And they actually have this belief that they're winning. Victory never tasted so sweet. Anyway, boys and girls, I said my piece. I'll be back on my main channel tomorrow to do this stupid granola Dragon Ball stuff that I can't stand. I don't even know why I'm gonna bother, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it anyway. Look, these guys can't beat me, okay? It don't matter what they say. Why would I listen to some idiot? I want y'all to understand. Why would I listen to some guy on YouTube talk shit about my channel when they don't even have a channel? They just make troll accounts. That's just like I tell you. If you got a car and somebody don't, that person who don't have a car, he don't have a right to talk shit to you. Because you're driving and he's walking. Well, that's the situation here. I'm driving, they're walking. That's why their opinion don't matter. Anyways, I got some paperwork and stuff I got to do. So I'll catch up with you guys. On my next stream, mods, I'll fix it so those guys can't spam. I was going to do it this time, but I just said screw it. I was too busy. Let me pop my neck real quick. But on the next stream, I'll make sure they can't spam. Because that really pisses them off. When they can't spam stuff, boy, they get up out of here quick. They can't take it. Anyways, good stream. Appreciate you guys coming out. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Dude, nobody cares. Goodbye. I'm pretty sure one of my guys already got you, but if they didn't, I'll take care of it myself. Don't care what you got to say. All trolls get eliminated here because you guys don't exist anymore.